It's a long way from how big organizations use software today and how they will use software powered by, quote, AI, end of quote. Fans of big tech businesses including Microsoft, Google, Oracle, IBM, and even upstarts like UiPath suffer from a misconception: today's use of AI by big organizations in the public and private sector. The assumption is big organizations are already using a lot of software powered by AI. This recently published story on the Dataonomy website mentions, quote, the need for AI-enabled DevOps. And here's the quote from the screen I just showed. DevOps engineers manage the development, testing, etc. And my question is, where's the need? Where is there a burning need for all of this? And the story lacks any concrete mention of specific companies or individuals identifying, quote, AI, end of quote, because of this need. The dearth of real-life use cases makes complete sense when one considers the actual very low rate of usage of even the simplest examples of, quote, AI, end of quote, RPA, Robotics Process Automation. And the CXO Today news story on this topic from September 2019 includes a big statistic. 87% of IT executives surveyed recounted bot failures. Because of this high failure rate and a noted very steep curve upskilling personnel to build bots and manage them, the overall cost of deploying bots was reported to be very high, with only 39%, quote, of bots deployed on schedule, end of quote. The machine learning experience for big organizations is no better, as this story from T_HQ attests. And the quote there is, while there is huge interest in AI and machine learning projects, just half had successfully got AI/ML projects into production, while 81% said the process of training AI with data had been more difficult than expected. That's fine. 50%, and my comment is fine. 50% are in production, but are they working as expected and delivering as expected? And note here that the quote mentions a difficulty in training AI with data. And there's now been, we will have a subsequent video coming out shortly on the topic of a unicorn, a startup which has now gained unicorn status simply around providing a solution for labeling data. And we'll have some comments about the longevity of that as a business model when we publish that video. The usual approach is to build deep learning algorithms, otherwise known as neural networks. But these recipes require labeled data if they are to learn on their own how to best identify targeted patterns in data. The T_HQ story mentions a report from Allergan, including another high-value statistic. 50% of the enormous number of big organizations interested in building quote, AI and machine learning, end of quote, solutions successfully put the systems into production. There is, however, no follow-on statistic on how well this 50% did delivering expected value. The Allergan report does mention 81% of respondents claiming these solutions had been successfully moved into production had experienced a lot more pain labeling data than they had expected. Not good, nor likely to inspire more of these organizations to take a leap in the same direction. And again, we have a video coming out, I believe next week, on the topic of a startup which is now a unicorn based upon a labeling data solution. Fans of these companies and fans of hardware manufacturers like NVIDIA, Intel, and Alphabet for its TensorFlow open source hardware architecture should exercise some skepticism on the speed of adoption, on estimates of the speed at which big organizations will adopt these systems. They should also plan on a longer ramp to real value than has been publicized to date, and impatience on the part of the customers attempting to achieve that objective. Further development may be needed before these technologies really catch on with enterprise business. My name is Ira Michael Blonder. I'm the CEO and founder of IMB Enterprises, Inc. We offer advisory services to the C-suite at early-stage enterprise software businesses. We also offer advisory services to big organizations in the public and private sector contemplating a dip into the world of AI solution development. Please visit our website, https://www.imbenterprises.com. Please also visit my personal Twitter page, @MikeTheBebop, and speak with you next week.